right, so you guys asked, for it, so we're gonna make some chicken quesadillas today. So I already cooked some chicken. This is just like little chicken tenderloins I had in the freezer. So they're pretty bland, so we need to spice things up a little bit. So I'm gonna add a spice blend to this. So in here I have some garlic powder, some cayenne pepper to make it extra spicy, and some smoked paprika. So I'm just gonna add, not all of it, but a good amount to this. And I'm also gonna add some hot sauce, because you guys asked for buffalo chicken quesadilla. Now, you don't have to do it buffalo chicken. You could just do plain salsa, whatever you like. I've seen people do barbecue chicken, but I think this is gonna be really good. I really like the garlic powder. I don't really have a lot of this left, so I'm just gonna add the rest of it in here. Probably about a quarter of a cup. So this is gonna be extra spicy for me. If you don't like spicy, try a different flavor. I like mixing my chicken with barbecue sauce sometimes. I'll just try different things out. Be creative. This is kind of like the grilled cheese we did, but we're doing it, really fancy. Okay, and I also shredded my chicken. All right, to this I'm gonna add some scallions. If you don't know what a scallion is, it's a green onion. So I'm gonna add, I have 2 in here, I'm gonna add about 1/4. Again, this is gonna make my quesadilla extra tasty. Add a little bit of flavor to it, because the quesadilla, or the chicken on its own doesn't really have much flavor. Okay, so we've got our chicken mixture. We're gonna use that in the quesadilla. And then I also have a tortilla and some quesadilla cheese. All right, so I'm gonna meet you guys over at the stove to finish our project. All right, guys, so to finish our quesadilla, you're gonna need to use a nonstick pan and the stove top. Now, you're gonna want to have a parent helper. You should be able to do this on your own, but because we're using a hot surface, you definitely wanna have an adult there with you, helping you out so nobody gets hurt. All right, so I'm gonna take my tortilla and I'm just gonna put it onto my pan. I'm just gonna open it up, just throw it right on. Okay, now while that's toasting, I need to put on the ingredients. Now what's nice about doing this, because I'm putting the tortilla on like so, I can just put the cheese on both sides right on top, which will melt it and help make my quesadilla. So cheese first. I'm using extra cheese. Use as much as you want. It's your quesadilla. And then I'm gonna add my chicken mixture. I'm actually going to put the chicken mixture only on one side. You might have extra. You might not. Okay, so now we need to let this melt. So I'm going to get a little lid here from a pan. Oop, too small. Let's see. This one. And I'm going to cover it. So that will help the cheese melt. I'm going to turn down my heat so it's not too hot. You probably want to cook this on like a medium setting, just so you don't burn your tortilla. All right, so I'm going to let this do its thing. I'll come back to you guys in a couple minutes. All right, guys, so my quesadilla is nice and melty, so I'm going to go ahead and flip that tortilla onto the other side. Let something like this, and just take that off the heat, put it onto my plate that I have here. There we go. Turn off the stove. Let me show you what we got here. How delicious does that look? Okay, so now I'm gonna add, I'm going to take my quesadilla, Gonna use a pizza cutter and slice it up while it's still hot. And you can hear how crispy it is. And then I'm gonna put on some reserved scallions that I have. Now, if you have sour cream at home, it's really good with that. If you don't, no worries. But I'm about ready for lunch now. All right, enjoy.